Hello snowboarders of the internet, I am your host Kevin Hub, here to give you another binding review. And today we're going to be talking about the Burton Malavita Reflex. So I rode these on Burton's Freethinker. Really good matchup, honestly. The Freethinker is kind of like the twin freestyle brethren to the Deep Thinker. Honestly, they're not really related at all. But Freethinker basically feels like a little bit more twin, slightly softer custom. Just kind of give you a reference so you know kind of what I rode these bindings on. So on the Malavitas, there's not a crazy amount of adjustability to these. Burton makes 3 different sizes in their nylon frames, and that kind of catches most of the adjustability you may need to make. The one feature they do have on these is you are able to move the strap mount. You do have 3 positions on that. 1 lower, 1 middle, the middle is where it comes stock, and then 1 upper position. It's not the easiest to move. You have to take the bolt all the way out, feed it back in. It's not very seamless and easy, but it does work, and it's been the system they've been using since I've ever had Burton bindings back forever ago. So it works. The toe strap and ankle strap adjustments are toolless flip cam, so pull that out, pull the bolt out, screw it back in where you've got it adjusted where you need it to, and flip that back down. That's pretty much it for adjustment on the Malavita Reflex. The straps on the Malavita ankle strap, we'll start with that, is the injected fully plastic version. It has a support strap that runs across the center of it that doesn't touch your boot, and that's the structure of the strap, and everything that surrounds that honeycomb piece, just is there to distribute pressure and move with you, and it works extremely well. The straps are really comfortable. They're always as much support as you need, but never too much. The toe strap is the big story with the straps on the Malavitas for 2019. They got rid of that stupid, boxy, flexible nonsense that they had last year that didn't match any toe box ever, and updated it to a much simpler, just better design. It's more of your open, split toe design. It fits across everything. It doesn't move. It stays put, and is a welcome upgrade because that old toe strap was. Burton is using their double take spiral version ratchet on the Malavita. And I've never really had any specific issues with these ratchets, but they do feel a little bit different than everything else. So as you're climbing, they have a lot more grip on the ladder. So you're a lot less likely to actually strip ladders. And if you do get any damage on the climbing side of the ladder, it locks on the opposite side of the ladder. So you're never gonna have any issues with it staying put because that side of it's against your boot and it's never really gonna see any damage. So you're never gonna have these ratchets popping loose on you, because that locking side is always protected. The toe strap is kind of where I see a little bit of the issues with these ratchets because it's double-sided and you're climbing on one side of the ratchet, locking on the other, it pushes the ladder a little bit further away from the strap, and on the toe strap, that actually ends up causing a little bit of pressure directly under the strap into your boot. So if you've got a really soft toe box, depending on the way everything fits, it may cause some pressure up there. I have seen some people have some issues with freezing and ice getting underneath the locking teeth of the ratchet. I never had an issue. I rode the Malavita with these straps, or with these ratchets from last year. I never had an issue with them, but I've heard of some people having that. So if you're prone to freezing ratchets and that's been an issue for you in the past, consider that when you're looking at these. Burton is using their hammock style high backs for the Malavita. It was always on the Malavita, it was introduced on the Malavita, and it's awesome. On the whole lower section of the high back, on the inside of it where it's contacting your boot, there's this rubber mesh support hammock strap thing nonsense going on, and it grips your boot really, really well. I learned last year that apparently that design was originally the binding engineer trying to make a grabbiness back there to a point where you didn't need ankle straps. That's insane. But what it ended up creating, coupled with that hammock style ankle strap, is your boot is now surrounded 360 degrees in give. So they ride super smooth and they're crazy comfortable. Overall, the high back's not crazy tall. It is relatively torsionally stiff, but it is a little bit flatter up there, so it never really got in your way. And just that hammock back there coupled with that ankle strap width that feels, these are by far some of the most comfortable and smoothest bindings I've ever been in. Putting everything together on these bindings, the Malavita sits right around that mid flex. It's a really nice catch-all. I could put these on just about any board out there. I can put them on all the way up to a Custom X. I can put them all the way down onto a name dropper. So from jib all the way up to stiff, gnarly carve. They are the reflex version, so these guys have that flex channel that runs from toe to heel and allows for better board flex underfoot and a lot better board feel than a lot of the other stuff out there, because you're not standing on any plastic underneath your toes or your heels, and just that extra bit of board flex just kind of aids that feel and that feedback you get from the board. For years, I always kind of saw the Malavita as good, but kind of meh. And after riding them for a whole season, it's starting to make a lot more sense why basically the entire Burton team is riding the Malavita and why it has become the new workhorse and the new go-to binding in Burton's line. It's just reliable. It's just something you get into, it's comfortable, and you can ride in it all day. And that's huge. Being able to be in the binding all day and you just have less foot fatigue and just less fatigue in general in your lower extremities, that's awesome. So Malavita has definitely stepped up into my pick from Burton for what I would go to if I ever need to grab a binding from these guys. Thanks for watching. This has been my review of the Burton Malavita Reflex. What do you think? Is this a binding you've been riding? Am I full crap? Do you like these bindings? Is this something you've been looking at? Leave me a comment. While you're doing that, click the subscribe button, and while you're clicking that, make sure you're hitting the bell so you get notifications when I've got more reviews and when Avran's got more videos coming out. If you're also new here, check out Angry Snowboarder VIP. There's a little bit of a paywall, but behind it, I know there's stickers. Thanks for watching, and come back for the next video.
Don't fuck it up, Kevin!
God damn it.